A terrible injury of Donnarumma in the match against Monaco. The goalkeeper's face was disfigured. Barcelona decided to sign Rashford. The Catalans are sure that MU has ruined the talent of the Englishman. But in Blaugrana he will reveal himself. MBAPPE finally scored and brought the first trophy to Real Madrid. And Pep Guardiola can lead the Brazilian team. We are talking about this and much more today. Friends. Hello everyone. This is Football News, and a hot selection of the most interesting news for this hour. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe. Videos will be released regularly. Let's support the channel with a like. Today is a new video. Tomorrow, the next one, or the day after tomorrow. Thank you friends. Enjoy watching. Well, I wish you a pleasant appetite and a pleasant viewing. It would have turned out, if it were not for the pandemic. And after it, Ronaldo cooled down to the project. And half of the cases went to the dregs. Fans did not appreciate. Recently, they began to protest and achieve their departure from Ronaldo. And most likely this is the right and logical step. The Brazilian simply does not need the club. Moreover, now Ronaldo has other plans. He is going to become the head of the Brazilian Football Federation. Ronaldo officially nominated his candidacy for the post of president. The elections will be held in March of 2026. This is why he is now getting rid of all clubs. In April, the Brazilian sold Cruzeiro. Now he is already negotiating the sale of Valley of the Dalit. Ronaldo said, "I have hundreds of motives. But the main one is that I want Brazilian football to become respected again all over the world. People stop on the streets and ask me to play again. Because the situation in the national team is not the best both on the field and outside it. I am a candidate for the post of head and I have incredible plans." In Cruzeiro, the ex-football player proved himself to be a more skillful manager than in Valley of the Dalit. Perhaps he understands Brazilian football better. Zubastic took the team of Serie B with $1 billion debt, won the league, restored prestige, closed debts and created a competitive club for Serie A. The Brazilian dreams of bringing Pep Guardiola's team. According to Sport.es, the coach and the ex-attacker have already planned a common future. Ronaldo's people went to Pep through his brother, Pep Guardiola, with whom negotiations were in progress. Perhaps Guardiola's dismissal will only play Ronaldo in the palm of his hand. And if not, the Brazilian will try to pick up Pep after the next season. For the Brazilians, this is just the best available option. And for Pep himself, too. After all, he wants to work with the national team. But Luis de la Fuente successfully fills his native team. Pep Guardiola has not yet lost the trust of the Manchester City leadership. Although he is already rated as the second favorite for the next coaching dismissal in the NL. After Julio Lopetegui. Third, by the way, is Ange Postecoglou. Guardiola is saved only by his experience, reputation and everything he has done for the team. The vast majority of top clubs with ambitions at the level of City would have already fired the coach in such a long, unsuccessful series. Pep needs to urgently save the situation. If he does not have a dismissal achievement in his plans, well, he has been in the coaching workshop for so many years. But he has not collected all the achievements to the end. In the winter, the Catalans will definitely bring in new players. According to Mailsport, the citizens are going to buy at least 4 players. You have to somehow fight with injuries. 2 fullbacks, so that Kyle Walker does not have to run with an injury for a month. 1 player for the rotation of Erling Haaland, because the Vikings play more than any other City player. And, of course, a high-quality fullback, or better 2. Moreover, City is studying both those who will give reliability in defense, as well as those who will create moments. And, of course, those who know how to work in both directions. For example, Jose Kimmich, a reliable football player. Florian Plettenberg writes about his probable transfer to City. Jose is familiar with Pep's football. The coach has maintained a warm relationship with him. In the summer of next year, Kimmich's contract with Bavaria ends, which means that in January he can be snatched away for pennies. What will Manchester City try to do? Citizens are also considering players to replace Kevin De Bruyne, who is aging. Nothing is clear with Florian Wirtz. The kicker wrote that half extended the contract with Bayern, but the Leverkusen fans denied this information. According to rumors, Pep also dreams of luring Jamal Musiala to him. Musiala was a fan of Barca as a child, which he recently told in an interview. Barcelona was my favorite team. This club has always been my landmark. Half defense with Xavi, Iniesta and Busquets fascinated me. My t-shirts almost always had Messi's name written on them as a child. I also had a t-shirt with Neymar, but Messi was my hero. My favorite player. If City manages to rent Messi in winter and sign Musiala, they will fulfill Jamal's dream of playing with the idol. It's scary to imagine who will be able to stop City's attack then, where there seem to be two such dribblers. Real Madrid won their next title. The Creamy, without much difficulty, dealt with the Mexican Pachuca in the final of the International Continental Cup. The score is 3-0. The Merengues started the match not confident enough. The Mexicans had time to cover the opponent and impose a fight. At some point, Pachuca looked even better. Madrid did not get the simplest actions. And when I already wanted to ask, where is the formidable Real, which should drive through Pachuca as usual? As if out of nothing, a goal by MBAPPE arose. Bancusa, Brazil, Valverde, Bellingham and Vinicius. The latter screwed everyone as soon as possible. He just perfectly dealt with the goalkeeper and, without looking, rolled a candy on MBAPPE. The Frenchman only had to finish the ball in empty goals. Vinny showed what the day before yesterday he received the award of the best footballer of the year. And that's it. It started. Pachuca swam. Even in the first half, Real could score more. But there was no desire to rush forward to solve everything quickly. Vinicius and MBAPPE became the main heroes of the match. The Brazilian scored a penalty, and MBAPPE gave Rodrigo an assist as a result. Real won the match, and Carlo Ancelotti became the most titled coach in the history of Madrid. Vinicius again made a pathos statement in the post-match interview. There were a lot of people who did not vote for me. These people will still change their mind. I will work even harder. The time has come to continue winning. Everything is clear with Vinicius. Again, an excellent match, which is not surprising against such an opponent. But recently we have not been used to seeing gorgeous games from MBAPPE. Moreover, Kylian was generally in question and could not play due to injury. He came out and showed great football. Kylian has 13 goals in 23 matches for Real. Not so bad. And MBAPPE has 8 goals in the last 7 finals. A great player, no matter how you twist it. Right now, Real is the La Liga champion, the winner of the Champions League, the winner of the Intercontinental Cup, the winner of the Spanish Super Cup, and the winner of the European Super Cup. No matter what anyone says, you will not achieve this on one rebound. Paolo Fontecchi immediately did not go to Milan, which, in general, was expected, because the Rossoneri's lineup does not at all fit the system football of the Portuguese specialist. The team's game has changed dramatically, if you compare it with the era of Stefano Pioli, and it continues to change. Time. What Fontecchi lacks so much. And also the ability to communicate with the team, because his work is complicated by conflicts with the Guardians. And also, Fontecchi is not just because of the chaos in the management, uncertainty,